I actually wanted to talk to you about myself more and to make you understand why I wanted to do this challenge in the first place. Because the idea behind this was to be able to continuously speak in English more so I can get better at streaming. I love streaming. And sometimes I feel like there's long pauses and that's not going to help with attracting new viewers. But yes, I would love to explain to you how I ended up where I am now and why I'm doing this challenge. And I think I'm gonna start from the beginning. Like when I was, I think, 12, 13, I got the news from my mother. She came into the room and she said, "We are about to sell your computer because I need the money to buy the tickets for the bus and I'm going to Italy." I remember crying my eyes out that night because I didn't understand the situation at the time and why she decided to do this. With time I did, like when I grew up, I I started to understand why she did what she did. But at the beginning it was difficult for me. I was just a kid and I was gonna stay home with my father and my grandmother. So that was not a great thing for me. And this was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2005. So it was 21 years ago when she gave me that news. At the time, I was, of course, still in school. I was finishing middle school and I was prepping to go to high school. And no, I'm lying. I was still I was starting the last year of middle school at the time, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken though. And yeah, in comes 2005. She gets on that bus. She gets sent practically to Sicily, close to Palermo, to work taking care of an old lady, like every Romanian lady at the time. Because at the time, Romania was not even in the European Union. So that was a big no-no for everyone. You could be in Italy for 3 months, then you would have to leave and come back and all that stuff, bureaucracy and everything. So she ended up doing that for a few years. I was still at home with my dad and my grandmother going through school. And I think 2006, it was my first time here in vacation. I came on vacation for a full month at the sea. So that was my first Italian experience, which I still remember like one of the, I think the best month in my life as a teenager. And of course I came back after the summer vacation. I went back to school. In the meantime, my parents talked about the situation because, of course, why one leaves his home? Mostly because of financial problems. So because we had financial problems and we wanted to be more stable and all that, my parents decided that my father should join her in this endeavor. So they thought about the plan and decided that he's gonna come work here full time. And that's when I think I had the worst 2 or 3 months of my life, as I ended up like living with a friend of mine, which was the worst idea I ever had in my life, because that family was crazy. But that's, oh, I think we have a village. No, that's still a broken portal. I think I'm gonna make a boat, actually. I mean, sorry for getting distracted about this, but we'll get into it real quick. Am I doing it right? No, this is a boat. This is a boat. This is a boat. Here, have the boat. Have this with you. I'm gonna sleep, actually. I'm gonna skip the night. And we're gonna go on the other side and see what expects us there. So how was I saying? My father came to Italy to work. Unfortunately, after 6 or 7 months, he got ill. He found out that he has a very serious illness, and unfortunately, he had to come back to Romania. So he came back to Romania. That was, I think it was 2007 when that happened. Of course, everything went south because the Romanian, how you call it, health system was flawed, and they didn't know how to treat his illness. They cut, because this illness he still has it. He's still alive and he's fine, but the illness stagnated. But this illness he has practically attacks the blood vessels at the extremities, so fingers and toes mostly. So practically he ended up with no fingers and no toes. So he doesn't have any fingers, he doesn't have any toes anymore. He is fine, he's autonomous, he has no problem, he lives just fine. I mean, he still has some issues, but I think that's normal with time. Let me put this actually with me. Well, put them on me, why not? They are useless, but hey, there's something. We're gonna need some chests, so we're gonna have to make a temporary base here. So I was saying that was the situation with my father for years. So when he came back to Romania, as soon as the doctors saw some necrosis on his fingers, they would go like, yep, this needs to be cut. So they would immediately just do that. I'm gonna use actually this portal as my I'm gonna use this as my base. I'm gonna be on the beach. Yes, I'm gonna put my bed here. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this and this here. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do some meat here. No, let me do the raw pork chop actually here. Perfect. Perfect. I have the spawn point now, so we are good. So yeah, the doctors couldn't figure out how to fix him practically. So they ended up just chopping him to pieces. And this was happening during the years. I think in 2008 or 9 I started high school. No, I'm lying. 2007. I started in 2007. I started high school. And I think that's when practically my idea that I'm going to end up here started. And of course, years passed by and comes end of 2010, beginning of 2011, and my mom just asks me straight up, she's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to, because I was not, because of the situation with my father, I think that was my coping mechanism. I mean, that's the only way I explain it. I rebelled towards the school, and I started missing school a lot. So I think last year of school I missed like half of the year. I didn't go. I skipped school, which is nothing good. But doing that practically put me in the situation that I couldn't get my degree to go to college. Because for us in Romania, you're not obligated to get the last exam on the 12th grade in order to finish high school. You can finish high school, but you don't have the degree that allows you to go to college. So I finished high school. I finished 12 years of school, but I don't have a degree to go to college. I can do it now if I want to, but I think it's a bit late for me to do that. And also, I think I'm like a late bloomer. Like, I realize now that I was so dumb when I was in school because I had difficulty learning a lot of stuff. And now I have it so much easier to learn. Even math, nowadays it becomes easier to me. Okay, so I make the bed there. I'm gonna go in here and see if I find a village. That'll be ideal. I think I'm gonna have to make a chest actually. So yeah, the question came from my mother, and I was like, I want to work. Of course, I'm not gonna stay here and waste money and waste your time when I can come to Italy and just simply work. And I think that was the dumbest idea I ever had. But hey, I think it shaped me into the person that I am today at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna put the sulfur here, sugarcane. Let's get this. Let's put the copper here. Pork chops. Let's do this. And looking back at it, I know it was a dumb idea, but hey, one makes his choices in life, and at the end, it's like you make your bed and you sleep in it. It's not my. It wasn't my best decision, but it was my decision nonetheless. And I'm gonna live with it. It's not something that I despise doing it, where I have a nice life. I met my wife here, which is awesome. I have a good job now. Doing live streaming here and there, it's like very soothing for me. It's like I like it. I love it, actually. I would love to build a community around it and have people enjoy gaming with me. But yes, it was like this. So came November 2011. We packed our bags. I packed everything I had. I said goodbye to my friends, and on the 12th of November 2011, I landed in Italy, not knowing how to speak Italian, not knowing what I was gonna do. It was scary. I think that was one of the scariest thing I ever did in my life. I still don't understand how my mother managed to do that by herself in 2005 when she came here. Like, she didn't know a word of Italian, but she had the job at least secured, so she came with the job already for her. I came here with them, with the security that I'm gonna be fine because I have my parents. And for the next 6 to 8 months, I went on and did a free course on Italian. There was me and a group of other Romanians, and I think there were some Bulgarians, some Hungarians, a lot of people around. So not only Romanians. We went and did this course. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Guys, calm down. We need to calm down. Okay, you need to stop. Jesus Christ. Jason board. Okay. Yeah, so I did. And I got my confidence to start speaking in Italian, which, believe me, it wasn't the easiest. I was expecting it to be easy, but it wasn't. I think there's another skelly boy around here somewhere. And yeah, I did a few odd jobs here and there. Like, I even took care of an old person. Actually, 2 old people. I took care of them at the beginning of my life here. But hey, it was honest work. Was not the best job out there, but this looks like a nice cave actually. This could be a good spot to have a house. Oh, there's a drop point too. There's some water. Oh, sir, sir. I cannot believe this. Well, thankfully I didn't have much with me, so I'm not even gonna try and go there. I mean, I had the iron, so I need to go. I'm gonna go fast and see if I find the spot. That was so bad. I'm so sorry for that. This is gonna happen a lot, I think, because I put the difficulty on hard because I'm a gamer. What do you mean? And I cannot survive the skeletons. It's getting so dark so fast. I put night vision on? Yes, I did. Why is it getting so dark so fast? I don't get it. I need to remember where the cave was. It's here somewhere. I'll find it. This looks beautiful, actually. It's gorgeous. So, yeah. I mean, this is my story coming to how I end up in... how did I end up in Italy? It was mostly financial problems, but... And also, I think it was... for me, it was mostly... thinking for a better life. And hoping for a better life, actually, not... for opportunities and all. I mean, at the beginning it was fine. Now, if I think about it, it's like, I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know. I have my doubts now. After 15 years of being here, I do have my doubts. Okay. You guys are like too many. Too many. Let me go back to my bed. Do I have enough? Yes, I have enough. I'll have my... I'm gonna do this so I can make another bed just to sleep in it. Should I do that? I think that's a bad idea. I think it's gonna take me a while until I find a village. I need to look for that. This is not looking good. It's not a good... Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that was ambitious of me. Very ambitious. Like, from all the spots I could have gone. I was like, exactly there. I'm gonna go back to my bed so I can sleep. There's another one here. Yeah, I'm gonna just make him explode, actually. Hey, explode boy. Do a boom boom. No, you didn't want to go boom boom. Yeah. Now it's fine. Now it's fine. So, yeah. That's my my story. Let me trap this one. I'm gonna use him as a pet. Hey, come here. Come here. Here. Through here. Here. Nice. Good job. You sit there and be a good boy, okay? The spiders are not moving because of this. Okay. I'm gonna name him. You can leave in the comments what I should name him. Hey, look at me. You good? I think he's good. I don't think he's happy with me, but I think he's good. We're good, right? Okay. But I think I'm gonna leave it at this for now. And I think next time I'm gonna go in that direction there. And we're gonna explore some more. In next video, we'll see what we're gonna talk about. I actually want to talk about the modern gaming situation for a bit. It's things that bother me and probably bother other people too. But I want to thank everyone for watching. Again, if you're new here, I'm doing an English challenge. So I'm trying to speak English as coherent and as how you call it? Oh my god, here I am. Like fluently possible, so I don't have many pauses, many filler words, and all that. And this is the fourth day that I'm doing this. So we're gonna see each other on the next one. Make sure you subscribe and join me on this journey. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.